Maybe you're hanging around the campfire or you're playing a song for the kids. Puff the Magic Dragon by Peter, Paul, and Mary is perfect. And in this lesson, I'm going to show you 2 different ways to strum it. Welcome back to Relax and Learn Guitar. I'm Kevin and this is Maggie May. We've got Vicky behind the camera.
Hello.
And we're going to do a little Puff the Magic Dragon. And hopefully Maggie, there we go. Let's get started. So for this one, we are going to be using a capo on the 2nd fret. And Maggie May is making sure that I don't have any more treats in my hand. Do you mind? We're going to be teaching a song here. That's just a guitar pick. All right. So make sure you put a capo on the 2nd fret and that you are in tune. We're doing that to play pretty much all open chords in this song. This is a song that does have a few chords in it. We're going to need to know a G chord, a B minor chord, and we'll talk about that one. You can play that as a bar or not. A C chord, an E minor chord, an A7 chord, a D7 chord, and finally a D chord. So a few chords in this one, but don't let that intimidate you. This one's also one you can slow way down and it's still going to sound great. And it's one that folks love to sing along to. Like I said, whether it's a campfire or a get-together or your kids or your grandkids, it's just a really good tune. And full disclosure, this grown man still gets a little tear in his eye when Jackie Paper and Puff part their ways. But we won't talk any more about that, okay? So we're going to use a 1 strum pattern for this song. I'm going to show you a strum pattern, and then later on, stick around, I'll show you a way to do a strum pattern that also incorporates some individual string picking. So the strum pattern we're going to use is a bass, down, up, down, up. Bass, down, up, down, up. And when I say bass, that's the bass or the root of the chord we're playing, which is going to be different depending on the chord we're playing. So for this G chord, it's a 6-string root. For this B minor chord, that's a 5th-string root. If you're not going to play that as a bar chord, you can get away with just using your index finger here on that 1st string, 1st fret. If you're playing it that way, it kind of becomes a 4th-string root. You don't want to play this open A string when you're playing this B minor bar chord. And for a much more detailed lesson on tackling and conquering the B minor bar chord, check out this video next. And then we have a C, that's a 5th-string root. The E minor is a 6th-string root. The A7's a 5th string. And that D7 is a 4th string. So get really used, just to start out with, just mute your strings and practice that. Bass, down, up, down, up. Bass, down, up, down, up. And these chords, for the most part, get 1 strum pattern. There is a little change up here. The good thing is once you learn the verse, you know the chorus. So the verse and chorus are interchangeable the entire song. What changes is just the lyrics and the melody. So let's break down the first verse, the first half of the first verse. I'll just kind of play it through here. We have a G, B minor, C, G, C, G, E minor, and those switch up a little bit. They kind of share the measure, and we're going to do a bass down up on the G, a bass down up on the E minor, and then back to our pattern for the A7 and the D7. And for the second part of the verse, it's very similar. It starts out the same on the G, B minor, C, G, back to C. And then we're going to have some more of these chords a little faster to change, all with a bass down up pattern. We have G, E minor, A7, D, G, and D. And to put that in context, we'll do a little bit of the melody here. Little Jackie Paper, see that rascal G, and C M strings and G, E minor, A7, D, G, D. So it is a little bit faster, and like I said, if you need to slow this one down to get those chord changes right and do the correct thing first, and then the quickness will come later. Next, I want to show you another strum pattern. So at the beginning of the video, I was throwing in, we're going to do a little bit of picking with our strumming. So for this one, it's a little more advanced than the strum pattern we've covered already. It's very similar. You're going to need to know the bass or the root of each chord because it's going to start out with that bass down strum pattern. But what we're going to do here, after that bass down, we're going to pick up on the first string and up on the second string. So bass down 1, 2, strings 1 and 2. And then a quick down up at the end. So we have bass down 1, 2, down up. Bass down 1, 2, down up. If you incorporate this one into the entire song, it just adds a little more interest. What I like doing is playing the verse, which is the straight up strum part, and then throwing in the little chimey high-end strings during the chorus. So it would sound like this if we're kind of transitioning. Let's do the chorus here. G, B, C, G.
It's very pretty.
C. It's one that, I agree, it's one that it's a little tiny tweak that does make a big difference. And you can use this in a ton of different songs. It's not just the strum pattern for Puff the Magic Dragon. You can do this with lots of songs. So grab your guitar. It's time for you to relax and learn with me. Make sure you got that capo on the 2nd fret and that you're in tune. And I will count us in here. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Little Jackie Paper loved that rascal Puff and brought him strings and sealing wax and other fancy stuff. Oh, Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. Puff the magic dragon lived by the sea and frolicked in the autumn mist in a land called Honolulu. So be sure and have fun with that one. Challenge yourself to that second strum pattern, or you can stick with the first one and entertain your friends and family. For the next lesson, you should really check out this one where I cover my top 3 songs on the acoustic guitar that everyone should learn. Remember that Vicki and Maggie and I very much appreciate your views and your support here on YouTube. Maggie's here on the couch, like groaning. I think it's time for her to go out. Until next time, remember you're never too old to learn, and we'll see you soon.